Hello, everybody. This is Cindy Ashton from Your Persuasive Voice. And in my 20-year career of working with speakers, the biggest questions that come up are around how to get paid speaking engagements. One of the questions we're going to tackle today is how do I even connect with decision makers? Who are they and where do I find them? So there are many ways to do it, but today we're going to look at how to do it on LinkedIn in less than 3 minutes. It is crazy, so settle in. Okay, so once you're on LinkedIn, you're going to go to the search box, and let's say that I wanted to do the manufacturing industry. Manufacturing, and let's say that I'm looking for an HR director. And then I'm going to press enter. Dum ba dum bum, bum ba dum bum bum, and we're waiting, and here we go. Great. So as we can see, we've got over 11,000 results. It's kind of crazy. So you're going to want to definitely narrow that down. So I'm going to say, let's say first connections, and let's see what I come up with. Bum ba dum. Oh, no results. So at this point, I need to put second connections and see what comes up. And so it's coming. And here we go. Now, if I wanted to, let's say that I wanted to be specific, I could say, oh, I want to be in the greater New York area city, for example. So you can choose your city, or you can be United States or Canada or wherever you want to be. So let's look at, so now we've got a bunch of vice presidents, HR leaders, strategic planning, all these great people are coming up. So let's say I wanted to connect with Elaine Page, and I can see that she's got a second connection. Now, let's say that I was actually already connected to Elaine Page. I could just message her directly and start to say, hey, we've been on LinkedIn for this long. I want to connect with you for this reason. But I don't have a direct connection to her. So I'm going to go to Elaine Page. And we are going to look down. It's coming up. And we have one mutual connection, and that's Teo. Wonderful. I know Teo. All right. So then what I would do is I could technically go and connect with her directly, but it's better to have an introduction. So now what I would do is I would click on Teo. And once I get to Teo's profile, come on, mama, here we go. I would message Teo and say, hey, Teo, I want to be connected to Elaine. Here's a blurb. If you can make that connection, that would be fantastic. And so there you have it. It is that easy to be able to find connections to the people you need to speak to get yourself booked. You're probably going, so Cindy, how do I know what industry I'm looking for? So here's the thing. As a speaker, you have a universal message, and it can't be universal for the sake of getting paid bookings. Because if it's so universal and you have such a broad amount of industries you can speak in, it's going to be really hard for you to really narrow down and do searches that are that specific. So you need to understand that you can absolutely work in a variety of industries, but for the sake of getting paid bookings fast and being able to do a search that quickly under 3 minutes on LinkedIn, then you want to be able to pick an industry. Now, which industry, we'll talk about a little bit later how you figure that out. So the second thing you're probably asking is, how do I know what position I'm looking for? Now, in this case, I was looking for an HR director, but in some cases, it's a VP of sales, it's a president, it's a partner at a firm, it's diversity and inclusion. So again, it's going to really depend on what your industry, what your positioning is, and what your radical insight is. Then you're probably thinking, well, Cindy, how do I connect with my lead without being salesy and in a way that gets a response? And again, a great question. And then what do I tell our mutual connection to say in the introduction? And how do I know what my radical insight is? Because the truth is that our industry in the speaking world is so oversaturated, and there are a lot of universal messages. And what we want to do is really target it and position it very, very carefully so that we can get results very fast in a way that is sustainable. So I'm going to be going through all this in depth in my upcoming webinar, which I would love for you to attend if you feel really inspired to be able to grace more stages and get your message out there and get paid beautifully for it. All you need to do is go to yourpersuasivevoice.com/bookings webinar to get yourself registered. And I'm going to go through all of this on there. Now, some of you watching this might be thinking, Cindy, you know what? Listen, I am 100% committed to getting paid bookings. I am ready, and I am curious to see what it would be like to work with you. So if you would like to see if we're a fit to work together, let's schedule in a complimentary consultation. go to yourpersuasivevoice.com/schedule. All right, everybody, have a great day and go out there and get booked.